Hello everyone. Today's Technology Tip Thursday is about an assessment tool called GoFormative. If you are a fan of Google Forms or quizzes or Kahoot, this is another really great option for student assessments. I know that some of you do use this, but I really want to make sure that people who haven't know what it is and how to use it because it is really actually very awesome. So in order to create an account, you can actually just go to goformative.com and you can sign up with Google. It'll link your account, and what's really nice is that it can link to your Google Classroom if you have Google Classes set up. So up here at the top is the menu. Formatives, if you click it, that shows all of the assessments. Classes shows the classes that you have. You can create new ones or import them from Google Classroom. Tracker shows the data and any real-time data that you're giving for real-time assessments. And then library is really nice because they have a multitude of formatives that have already been created, and you can actually add them to your formatives and use them without having to create something. So you can search by grade level, by subject level, or standard. So for example, if you're teaching about nouns, you can search nouns. You can narrow it down to specific grade levels and click it to see over here what the formative looks like. Then if you like it, you add to your formatives list, and then you can actually assign it and give it to your students. But it is actually very easy to create your own formative, and it has a lot of different purposes and uses. So in order to create a formative, you click New Formative. You can change the background picture, the color, if you want, and the title. So I'll just make this a test title. You can give it categories, so assignments, benchmarks. It's not required. I'll just do classwork. Now, this plus sign is your go-to button. So anytime you want to add content or a question, you click it and you decide what you want to put on there. Now, of course, they have premium accounts that you can pay for, but their free stuff is pretty good too. So the content, those are things like videos, text boxes, a whiteboard, anything that you want to just show the students. And then questions are what they are going to actually interact with. So let me show you, for example, if you want to insert an image, you can get one from your drive or upload a file. Let's just say for this reason I want this because it's there. You can add as many things as you need. So maybe you want to import a video. So let's say we're learning about nouns. I can go to YouTube, find the video that I want, and then copy the URL. So maybe Schoolhouse Rock. And then you go back and paste it. Remember, Command C is copy, Command V is paste, and update. So now they see the image, they'll see the video, and you can even add like text if you're trying to teach them something or give them directions, or a whiteboard, which is essentially what you could draw on and edit, and they'll be able to see it. You can add text and pictures to that as well. If you want to duplicate something, this is what you click, or delete. Now I will show you how to create an actual question. So there's open response questions and closed response questions. So things like the essays, the short answer, the show your work, you're going to have to look at those and provide feedback and grade on your own. But the closed response, like multiple choice, multiple selection, true and false, those can automatically be graded and you can get that feedback right away. So I will go ahead and add a multiple choice question. So which of the following is a noun? I can give my answer options. You can give as many as you need. Dog, jump, sit, whoops. And then delete the ones you don't want or add more. You can always add images to go with it. Or what's really nice is if you are a math teacher, they have this math block that you can use. If you click on it, it gives you specific math symbols and equation type things. So that's really nice. I'm going to delete that. And then you identify the right answer. You tell how many points you want it to be worth, and then it's there. You can add another one. So maybe this time I want to do a short answer. Nouns are, let's say, people, actions, places, ideas, etc. You get the idea. And then they'll actually have to check the ones that are correct. You can't do partial credit with the unpaid version, so it's kind of all or nothing with this one. But one that I think is really, really cool, I mean, of course, the essay, the short answer, true or false, but the show your work is actually really neat because you can see how they're working out problems, or you can have them visualize something and draw it. So let's say draw a noun, maybe. What you can do is you can edit the background if you wanted to have an image there or a text box with extra directions, or maybe they're doing a Venn diagram. You could have this on there. And then what they'll be able to do is go in and actually edit on that. So that's kind of a quick overview of the gist of the types of content and questions you can add. Now I want to show you how to assign something. So I already have my Google Classroom classes uploaded onto there, but you don't actually have to assign it to specific classes. What it'll do when you start it is it will give you a code, and students can go on and do it with the code. But I just find that Classroom's easier because it's already set up. The kids will have to log in, but it's very easy for them to do. So I'm going to assign this to my demo class. You can decide whether you want to return scores instantly after the session ends or when the student submits. It's really up to you. I don't enable them to edit it after they submitted, and I do want them to post it to Google Classroom. That way it's shown as an assignment on there. So when you click assign, it'll ask you to log in probably to your Google account. It might take a minute, but it will pop up. And then what happens is that it will show on your Google Classroom stream that you assigned a formative. You can also copy the link or embed it into something. So I'm going to X that out. So once students start responding, you will see in real time what they are responding. Okay, so let me show you from the student end what it looks like. So I'm logged into my demo class. So it says right here, Emily Thompson posted a new assignment via formative test. So I click it, click the link, and it'll take me right to it. It will likely have me, we'll see, I'm logged into my Emily Thompson one. So I'm going to log out so that it doesn't recognize me. And then I'm going to go back and do it again. And it will have the students get permission and log in. So I'm going to sign in with my Google account. And then it takes me right to that assessment because the link is actually to the thing directly. So they can see the picture, they can watch the video right on here, and then answer the questions. So dog, nouns are people, places, ideas. And then I'll show you how this works. You click show your work. The students can type in here. All right, they can also draw. So if you're having them draw a picture of a noun, or they can show their math work. So 525. Obviously, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but they click done, it saves, and then they click submit, and it automatically comes to you. Let me log in really quickly to my Emily Thompson one so that you can see what it looks like on the teacher end. So again, this is really, really good to give assignments with, to collect data, to give feedback. It's just another assessment tool option. So I'll go to my tracker, and I can see right here that, and then all the students would show up over here. They would see the answers, so you can see exactly what they put and how many points. Obviously, you're going to have to go in and assign points for any of the open response questions. Let me know if you have any questions on how to use this or need help with it, and I would be glad to help you. Don't forget to fill out the survey to be entered into a drawing.